Woo! Yesterday, I was on Olivia Rodrigo Guts tour, Olivia Rodrigo's Guts concert, Olivia Rodrigo's Guts concert in Oslo. Yeah. Oh, it's some few things I want to talk about here. One thing is that Olivia Rodrigo is just like she blew my mind even again. Like for me, as such a diehard Olivia as I am, it is it's just so amazing to get what's it called in English. Get it confirmed. It's so good to get it confirmed that one of your favorite artists and one of your biggest idols is as good as you thought they were. Oh, and I had so much nerves before I got to the concert. It was actually the greatest time in my life. That was the greatest moment that I ever had in my life. And I have had moments in my life that people have once written a song about me and all that. So to top that is almost impossible. But the thing is also, this is my first huge concert. Like the concerts that I've been before, it's more like some 100 people or almost 1,000. But like this time, it was Oslo's biggest concert arena, and not just Oslo's, it's Norway's biggest concert arena, and it's bigger than a football stadium, and that was like 40,000 people. 40,000 people in the concert, and and she gave everything. Olivia gave absolutely everything. I think I think she loves Norway because I think we got the best show. I think we got the best performance of Olivia, because I don't believe it is possible to have that quality that Olivia had in each and every concert. She was beyond amazing, beyond great. She was godlike. She was beyond a goddess level, and I can't even explain, I like 40,000 people. That is twice as big as the municipality I come from. Like 40,000 people, it is 20,000 people in the municipality I'm living in. So it's the new municipality I'm living in Oslo Spektrum, like the biggest concert arena in Norway, 2 times my municipality in that concert arena, 2 times. And it was like the name was changed to Telenor, and a Unity Arena instead of Telenor Arena. And that was right before I went to the concert, like probably a day, I think. And the thing also is, I heard this about this concert dementia. This is kind of plaguing Taylor Swift concerts. In a way, it is half true, but I can remember the highlights. I can remember the highlights. For example, I remember the highlights. For example, when the lights got off, but it was kind of this purple background, so all the backup dancers and the backup band to Olivia and Olivia herself was just silhouettes like I was like I wasn't beyond impressed. Like I never seen anything like it before. It was like surrealistic, 100% like that. Like I have no words. Literally have no words. It was just so. It was so sacred in a way, because that level of perfection, it was beyond this world, and especially, and it's especially amazing for me as such a diehard Livia I am. It is especially amazing for me to know. I know I'm a bit like messed up on my hair, but that is because in the concert arena it was like fucking warm because of all of the big crowd. So like in the beginning of the concert I looked like a fucking model because of my good looking hair. I often look quite like I'm a very good looking person when I have a good, when my hair looks good. I at least think so. And like, well, since there was so many people, I was sweating the whole concert. So I got from very good looking hair to this kind of hair very quickly. Like it was a bit worse than the day after. Like in this morning, that was in this, when the morning came after the concert, then it became a bit worse. But what can I say? Like I had a tiny OCD seizure in the middle of the concert, but it's not wasn't that big of a deal really. I just thought me through it, and I just decided to think it was a great concert experience anyway, because all of the other great things I experienced on that concert. And like I understand, like with the Taylor Swift kind of concert thing, is because this concert dimension, this plaguing Taylor Swift concert, is because I think it's some truth in that, because I can only remember the highlights. I can more remember the screen part of the concert more than I do the backup singers and all that. And what can I say? It is it's almost to the point it's surrealistic. It is. It's weird. And so yeah, I can remember the highlights. And that was the one thing with the silhouettes, that they turn off the light and it was like purple background, and all the backup dancers and backup singers, and the backup singers and backup and the backup band and Olivia herself was kind of all a silhouette each. And it was, yeah, as I said, it was so perfection, and it was like no flaws. It was just not too perfect either. It was just right there, man. It was godlike. It was sacred. It was beyond this world. It was like perfect, exactly how it should be. Like if the whole crew and Olivia herself was a robot or something like that, like it was just because they did a little movement and then they froze when that kind of silhouette thing happened. Like, and it looked like, it looked beyond professional. It was the most perfected thing I ever seen in my entire life. It was so perfect it's so perfect and steady and clear, and you can see that it was trained perfectly, and was like, yeah, it was out of this world perfect, how they did that silhouette thing. And also so I remember the highlights, that was a highlight, and also when Olivia got onto the moon, like the half moon with the stars in like not in the ceiling, but like middle of the ceiling, and where the people were in the arena, and there were and I also can remember some of driver's license, but like the highlights is most clear to me, and it was one highlight too. I think, like all the time when she mentioned Oslo, and I can remember the biggest highlight of all when she said that it was the two biggest highlights in the whole concert when she said she take a dip in the Oslo fjord, which I think was amazing, because that just means we are soulmates, because I also love to bath early, like in every type of temperature that is in the water at any time. So that just means that we have even more in common. And she said the Oslo fjord, it was just perfect, like the perfect time and the perfect thing to say 100% without a doubt. Like it couldn't be said and done be said and done better, And also, it was other things too. It was, and also when she said "tusen takk," 1,000 thanks, directly translated, or thank you very much in Norwegian. That was also highlight. But like all the time she said Oslo, she mentioned Oslo. Are you with me, Oslo? She mentioned Oslo in the whole concert. Thank you, Oslo. She said that many times, and she like cheered Oslo so much, and the people here, and like there, and like thank you, Oslo. And like she said it so in such a cool way, like almost that in the way that she was from Oslo. It was such amazing, so amazing, it was so fucking amazing, and I had so much nerves, like when I got to the plane to Oslo. I just had so much nerves before the concert. So everything that went was taking like 100 years. It felt like so. Like it was 50 minutes the flight it take from Bergen to Oslo. And the 50-minute flight felt like a eternity for me, it was so long. And like I had so much butterflies in my stomach. I was so excited that I was so excited I couldn't even be explained how much excited I was. And I was so overlucky that it was soon going to happen. And what else? Yeah, because after that, when and also we had, because I was together with a friend of me, my stepdad, and my mother, and I was together with, like, it was like this friend couple of ours, but I was with the woman in that friend in that befriended couple, and we were just like a concert. Like she like the one her the woman that was with me. She wasn't a particularly Olivia Rodrigo fan, or definitely not Olivia, but like she did respect Olivia a lot, and she and the rock and roll songs by Olivia she really did like. But she said in later that it was completely different from watching her music on YouTube than in concert, because in concert she gave a bit more this kind of teenage feel about her, but in the music videos she felt like it was more like a bit more grown, mature type of music. She get that mature feeling of it instead when she first heard it on YouTube, when I sent her the videos. And also after that, I have to think. And also the thing also was when the thing also was when I went to and also because the thing was that befriended couple of me, my mom and my stepdad, we had this plan that we were going on this sailboat and playing Jumping Jack Flash by the Rolling Stones on full volume to the arena in Oslo. And like we were planned to like sail through the Oslo fjord to get there, you know. But the thing is, that very day, and it's so fucking typical, that very day just had to be a lot of rain and thunder. That was the weather broadcaster said. The exact moment we were supposed to sail, you know, like or around that moment. It was so fucking. It was such a shame, you know, in so many levels possible, you know. But so it was such a shame, and also so we rather just go straight to the shuttle bus instead, because the plan was not to take the shuttle bus and just sail, but we did take the shuttle bus for our own safety, to not get taken by lightning. And like in the concert arena, I was a much more roomy and a lot more air than I expected. It was not as claustrophobic as I thought, and that was amazing. So it was way more pleasant and not as like, I thought I was going to be completely squeezed, but it wasn't like that at all. And what else can I say? And also, after I and also it was so much rain that is actually so much rain that it actually came rain from the roof, a bit rain from the roof, from the ceiling. I mean, came a bit rain from the ceiling, like at least water, because it rained so much into the arena. So we thought first it was like, oh, it was just a bit soda, because they were serving soda there, but we found out later it was soon in the concert that it was just rain. And I will never forget this experience, because it was like, I will never forget it because it was so unforgettable, especially not the highlights. The highlights I will remember forever. And after that, I went straight to like, and also one thing I want to talk. The last thing I want to say and talk about the concert and like the whole, uh, the whole show, the whole experience, is that Olivia's reminds me so much of Swifties. They are equally as they are equally as warm and welcoming, and is equally as like they are equally as like they are like a society. Even if you don't know each other, then you are like kind of friends. If you don't know each other, you are still kind of, they still kind of smile to you if you look at them, even if you have never met them before. But you're both Livies, it's such a community type of feeling, and that I've heard a lot of with the Swifties too. They are very extremely kind, extremely generous, extremely warm people that have insanely huge hearts, that has a lot of empathy and sympathy and understanding of different people, and just all in all, extremely great, amazing people and wonderful people. And it's also, but the difference also is between the Livies and the Swifties, because when you look at the statistics of Swifties / Taylor Swift fans, you see that it's kind of 50-50 between men and women who are Swifties. But in Livies, like it was like a man there, like a boy there, a boy there, and boy there, and boy there. It was just like boys dotted all over, but it was so much. It like the majority of girls was so noticeable, because it was like one boy per, let's say, 100 girl, or 300 girls. It was one boy per 300 girls, in the concert arena. So it was like the majority of girls was so noticeable. And the thing I found out when I go to the shuttle bus was that I'm very old to be a Livy, Most Livies that was in the concert, like especially in the queue for getting the shuttle bus, was 16 and 17 and 15. It was 15 and 16 and 17 year old girls for most part. So I felt very alone, like a lot, like very I felt very weird, because I was kind of the only guy that didn't look like a Livy and looked like actually a kind of a Western Norwegian type of I was looking like a guy that liked the Rolling Stones, which I do, but I also love Olivia Rodrigo's music, and I love her as a person. So I felt like that people kind of look like, I just had this feeling that I was just worried if people thought like he is just here because of the wounds he has with him. But I didn't look like Olivia, and I look like a very old school Western Norwegian that is kind of archaic, and I'm that too. But I also really love Olivia Rodrigo. But the thing with the Livies is also the reason why I say they are so warm and kind of reminds me of the Swifties is that I was like, I felt always this kind of patting on my back, and I kind of understand that afterwards that was kind of, hi, I want to talk. I was I want to sing. I want to dance with you. It was girls, so I So now afterwards, have found out that it was kind of extremely flattering. Actually, I feel now I'm very flattered. And also, there was two girls in front of me, like from middle of the concert and onwards. And those two girls, they was just so including, and like they were like, and it was a guy right before he went past through me, nearer to the scene. It was he. I was just looking at him like coincidentally, and he smiled to me. You know, and it was two girls in front of me, and they were singing and dancing, and they was so sweet, man. It was so cool and amazing and fucking great and to look at. You know, it was so fun to look at, and was so cool, and yeah, just a cool experience, and a fantastic to look at, you know. And one of the girls, and this is kind of a message to that girl, because one of the girls, especially in certain songs, I think maybe it was certain songs or all of the songs she was in front of me, but like in many songs she was kind of singing with me, and she was trying to sing with me. But the thing is, I was so fucking shy. One, because she was extremely pretty and so good looking, so I was so shy. Usually I'm not that too shy, but she was just way too good looking, and all that. And second of all, I always wanted to have a girlfriend that is like, if I didn't want to give her false expectations, because like if she, I don't know, like maybe she didn't flirt with me at all, but we never know. So I didn't want to give her false expectations, because because it was a chance that she was younger than me. Am I younger than me? I mean younger than me, like 1 week younger than me. She have to be at least one millisecond older than me to that I want to have her. Like I always wanted to have a girlfriend that is older than me. So not just like so just to not give a false expectation that I was just thinking that it was stupid thoughts, but that was the way I was kind of thinking. And she was trying to like sing with me and engage with me and include me, and she was so kind, a wonderful person, like such a warm-hearted person. Like she was such an amazing, super cool, super she was such she was such a fucking incredibly cool and chill person, you know, amazing human being, lovely human being, that she wanted to like include me in like the group, the friend group with her. And the other like girl that was kind of in my eyes looking a bit Asian, thing with her that I said like a Norwegian dialect word in the middle of the concert, and she said it in almost in the exact way. They were probably from Oslo, so the Asian girl, she said it like in the same volume as me, and the same kind of dialectal melody, and she said it like exactly like me, and I felt like so included, and I was so glad that they didn't like he has a dialect and he's not from Oslo, you know. But they were so inclusive, you know, And but like, to that girl that wanted to try to sing with me, if you see this video, I just want to say I'm so sorry, because I really want to sing with you so extremely much. Because I wanted to sing with you more than anything else. It would make the whole experience like just more better, and it would elevate the experience to even better. And but I was just too shy, man. I was just too shy. You were so good looking, and I was just too afraid that you were younger than me, and I didn't want like to give you false expectation, and that people would think that I was kind of grooming you. Like, I don't know, maybe you were flirting. I don't think so you were flirting, but maybe you just were inclusive and just an amazing, cool person. With a lot of riz. Indeed. You were so pretty, and like, I would just want to say to you, if you are here on Instagram or YouTube, because I'm gonna post this on Instagram too, not just on YouTube. If you are here on Instagram, please contact me. Maybe we can go on another concert in the future, and then we can sing together, because it would be the dream of my life to like have this like it would have been it would make the concert experience way better, and I wouldn't kick myself as much and regret so much that I didn't sing with you. You know, I want to take that opportunity back, you know, so I don't waste that anymore else. So if you're here on Instagram, contact me. I don't know what you are named, but like, it was such incredible, wonderful fan base Olivia or Rodrigo has. Yeah, that was me, my vlog on Olivia Rodrigo concert in Oslo. I will never forget this. That was the best experience I ever had in my entire life.